The interview turned out to be Damon's buddy Zach, and the way he showed up had everyone's jaws dropped. After hearing this, the three interviewers actually pooled together $200 for Zach, while Damon was busy living it up with Kylan. "You've been around for 4 years, and I just found you. You found me." Kylan was head over heels for Damon. She figured it was time to meet Damon's family, but to cover up his orphan status, Damon claimed he had 12 brothers. "I mean, come on, what a..." This tall tale struck a nerve with Kylan, who wanted Damon to join her in California to prove their love was mutual. But Damon didn't quite. She was abandoned at birth, bounced around foster homes 3 times, and got mistreated every single time. Talk about a fear of commitment. "If you don't love me, tell me, for I love you deeply." Kylan awaited Damon's sincere response. But Damon thought Kylan was overreacting. She grabbed her clothes, ready to bail, but Kylan blocked the exit, igniting Damon's fury. Damon let all those bottled up feelings explode at Kylan. "You really don't want to hear my childhood stories." Listening to Damon's tragic and sorrowful experience, Kylan attempted to comfort him, but it backfired, leaving herself mentally exhausted. Damon's icy words tore Kylan's warm heart apart. Her tears fell silently like forgotten leaves in the cold wind, evoking true heartache. She realized their love was probably just her solo act, her heart questioning the whole situation. Truth is, Damon was also suffering. He should have been discussing math with the professor, but was lost in the maze of love. His mind was trapped in love memories. She burned precious math answers before the prof said much. Absurd. Damon felt pretty shattered too, finally realizing he was not just hurting himself, but also the people who cared about. She had locked her heart up tight, leaving no room for anyone to get close. That wasn't what she wanted, and when Sean asked what she really wanted, her mind went. Sean didn't want to waste time, so he told Damon to think it over and come back. After some pondering, although Damon still had no clue what she wanted, she was ready to start changing. She called Kylan to say she wouldn't be a bricklayer forever. This was her way of saying she wanted Kylan to stay. In fact, Kylan didn't want to go, she just craved the response she wanted to hear, and Damon wanted to say those 3 little words. But when it came time to speak, it turned into a simple tick air, leaving Kylan's heart shattered yet again, though a tiny spark of hope remained. In the departure hall, her eyes wandered, hoping Damon would suddenly appear, gripping her hand and whisking her back to their sweet path. Unfortunately, her hopeful scene didn't play out, and Kylan left feeling despondent, while Damon sat by the lake, equally heavy-hearted. He watched the plane fade into the sky, feeling as though his lovebird had flown away, and his self-change failed, sending him back to school. However, Zach's heartfelt words opened Damon's eyes to what he truly wanted. Though Zach lacked emotional intelligence, he knew Damon didn't belong here. So, Damon sought Sean out. But the professor and Sean got into another heated debate over her future. The professor wanted Damon to work for the FBI, while Sean was vehement. Sean worried that Damon's unstable emotions might hurt innocents. One slip-up could spark a war. He thought it best she step out of her hermit shell first. Finally, Damon realized these 2 teacher-like men were genuinely concerned for her well-being. The moment they saw Damon, they immediately stopped arguing, and the professor quietly exited, leaving his hopes for Damon in Sean's hands. Sean understood that since Damon had come to him, she might finally be opening up. So, he decided to give her that final push. Going through Damon's file, Sean saw the evidence of her childhood abuse. With his own similar past, he said, "My dad was a drunk too. He used to get violent when he was drunk." Sean's words resonated with Damon, compelling her to spill her heart out. At this crucial juncture, Sean perceived that the time was ripe and decided to completely breach the fortress of Damon's heart. Subtitles. He approached Damon step by step, continuously repeating these few words, and Damon's psychological defenses were gradually crumbling. Finally, Damon expressed her pent-up pain, tightly hugging Sean, realizing for the first time the light at the end of the tunnel. The world has its unfair moments that leave you feeling defenseless, making you become someone even you don't like anymore. Until someone tells you it's not your fault. Those simple words become your best validation. This is your mental barrier, yet it validates you. This is the answer you've been searching for until you untangle those mental knots. Damon happily accepted the professor's plan and picked a job from several big companies that suited her. Sean was thrilled for her, but soon after that, they had no choice but to say goodbye. All good gatherings must eventually come to an end. Their journey together wrapped up, and Damon was about to start anew, while Sean planned a trip to break free from the chains of his wife's passing. But meeting Damon prompted him to rethink life, leaving his number for future contact. Finally, with a heavy heart, Damon left the office on her 21st birthday, where those carefree buddies of hers, they surprisingly pulled together to gift Damon a car. Sure, it was second-hand and DIY'd by them, but Damon loved it a bit. On the other side, Sean was packing, and the professor strolled in, ready to apologize for the earlier spat. But before he could say a word, Sean jumped in first. Friendship is just that simple, needing only a glance. Before Sean left, Damon drove over in the car her friends had given her, parking beneath Sean's building. She glanced up at Sean's window, slid a letter into the mailbox, then drove off. Hoping they'll reunite someday, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting content ahead.